All right. What other kind of trouble can we find ourselves in? So let's say you're playing around with the commands, and some of them are great, some are so. How do you go about making a change? So this one here was an old one. So this is the fourth thing I have to say about it. That way I knew, oh, okay, in fact, it's picking the fourth option in the list. All right, so at the time, very helpful. Today's, not so much. So I'm going to change that from 0 to 1. So I've now changed the database. You see up here the write changes. Nothing is going to write to that file that I spoke of earlier until you hit that button. That's where the magic happens. Okay, so now you have the file out there that has all the updates. So how do we go about applying those changes to Jarvis? There's two ways. One way is to use the JV build commands from database. It's a script that I wrote that Jarvis will actually call, if I'll show it later, that actually knows where the database file is, knows where the Jarvis files is, goes through and builds the variables, builds my functions, and also builds the Jarvis commands. So when you start up and you go for Jarvis, that's where it picks up from. And Jarvis is really good at continuously reading its config files, so you don't need to restart every single time you make a change. Props on that. So you can run this command even with everything offline, and it will configure the files and be done with it. If you wanted to set it up as a nightly, something you go through and change, and you don't want to have to remember about it, and you set up a cron in the background of Unix to run a nightly run this command, great. Jarvis also has a scheduler which is much like cron. So that would be another great way to run commands such as this. I, being a geek about it, like to do it through the voice commands. Let's start Jarvis back up. Let's start in troubleshooting mode so that you can see.
Starting control console. Systems online.
So at this point, I've made a change. I've obsoleted an entry. I've written it to the file or to the database file, but I haven't yet run this command to dump the inconfig. So instead, I'm going to use it through the voice command. Where is it? Database and also reload is both of them are tied together in a single command. So computer database.
Refreshing commands from database.
So what happened is the command went ahead and ran this JV build database from or commands from database and dumped the file. So now the options that I have for hello, I should not have that one come up. We can do a quick test. Computer. Hello. Hello.
Word of my homeboy. How has the thugs life been, Commander?
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Leaving so soon? Alright then, be that way. I was about to defrag myself anyway.
Hello. Hello. And it will time out. See, you can piggyback commands until it times out. It's still listening. So you don't have to always just let it time out. But sometimes the timing of it does it on its own. Computer. Computer. Hello.
Word of my homeboy. How has the thugs life been, Commander?
Right, so pick the same one twice. So what if so one option is, since you obsoleted this field, is you can just repurpose it if you want, but you can keep it for later. You can also go here, right click, duplicate, comes down and duplicates the field, right? Let's select that so that it resorts it. Where are you? All the way to the top. Here we go. So it copied 5. So this is, since this is a new response, we're going to give it a new response number of 6. Come on, 6. Right? It's still active. This is reply number 6. 6. And what do we want it to say? Right now it says greetings, Commander. Let's say here's something simple. Hello again there, and then whatever the username is set to, in this case, Commander. So we write to the database. Now it has one of many options to choose from, so what we could also do, just for our test, we can obsolete the rest of them, just so that it has fewer to pick from. Right. So we write. So now the only ones that it can choose from will be either the first hello yourself Commander or hello again there Commander. So computer, database,
Refreshing commands from database.
hello, hello,
You should like to hear yourself say hello.
so this time through a script error, something I will have to look at why that happened. So instead of giving a reply, it threw itself an error. Let me take a quick look, see if there's anything obvious. No, nothing obvious. Computer. Hello.
Hello yourself, Commander.
Goodbye.
Okay, see you later, Commander. Standing by for further instructions.
Hello.
Hello yourself, Commander.
And then if I say hello again, it will go into the sub menu. Hello. Hello. Which talking means I timed out. And here's your hello, hello sub menu. Either say hello, you said that already, Commander, or you sure like to hear yourself say hello. So that's making a change to an existing. There's a lot of options to it. Like I said, you can go down 3 levels. Keep good notes. All you really need to do is right click and duplicate. Since the only number that changes is the reply number, just change that. And away you go. Till next time.